Well, thank you very much for having me this morning. It's a beautiful sunny morning in Milan. It is a very important day for us indeed. We have today merged our businesses with Whirlpool in Europe, Beko and Whirlpool, creating the number one player by far, with 20,000 employees, around 11 production facilities. We're excited. And as you've pointed out, Europe has been contracting for some time now. Last year, you look at Germany, 8%, overall Western Europe, about 5.5%. These are significant numbers for our industry, as if your refrigerator or your washing machine breaks down, you buy a new one. So the replacement cycle dictates that our industry does not shrink for multiple years at a time. And now for 3 years in a row, it has been declining. This year, I've seen the January numbers also point to a further decline, but with our cost competitiveness and Whirlpool's legacy high-end brands and distribution, we expect to continue gaining market share pretty much everywhere we operate. So for us, it's been a growth story. It will continue to be a growth story. And I expect the markets to recover soon. Probably second half of this year, we'll see a return to growth. But consumers' purchasing power continues to be depressed. And these geopolitical pressures, high interest rates, inflation, are of course all headwinds for us.
Yeah, are you worried about at all? I mean, economies like Germany, which are perhaps weaker than many others, could have a systemic risk with regards to the slowdown in their economic growth. Does that worry you at all for the cycle that you keep speaking about with regards to how consumers purchase goods?
I am worried about the global economic developments, especially in terms of geopolitics and this polarization. However, Germany traditionally being the economical engine of Europe, yes, it is going through a difficult period. I think it will rebalance itself relatively quickly. But again, our industry, I don't expect, despite further economic headwinds, I don't expect it to continue shrinking. I think we will see a return to growth by the end of the year. And we are very well positioned to take advantage of that. Now, with this new transaction, Beko becomes the number 2 global manufacturer in terms of volume in the white goods industry, and actually leading the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. We are by far the cleanest appliance manufacturer out there. I think consumers will continue to choose and vote with their wallets for the cleaner services and products from companies. So I definitely see an opportunity for us in this consolidating industry.
Yeah. Let's just talk supply chains very quickly. Have those eased, whether it be chips, transport, etc.?
Yeah, they have eased. They have eased, but you never know where the next one is going to come from, right? Whether it's everything in terms of supply chain has been very, very unpredictable, and it's forced us to invest a lot in making it much more resilient. But I think as a company with our global production footprint, we are better positioned to actually weather those difficulties. I don't expect further difficulties going forward, by the way.
Hakan, in terms of the costs you can take out of this business, as you and Arabile have been talking about, it's a very, very tough business at the moment. It has been for a very long time as well. Aggressive cost cutting from here on in?
Thank you, Steve. I don't think so, because there's not much overlap. And, we have a long history of investing in manufacturing facilities that we've taken over. I mean, whether it's Romania, Pakistan, Bangladesh, South Africa, the list is quite long. And, we will decarbonize the business relatively quickly. That's a priority. That takes investment. But I also think there's a growth opportunity in our industry when we bring our cost competitiveness and our large-scale production facilities online and shift some of the product platforms. So, of course, there will be some rationalization, but at this point, it's really hard to say where and how much. I mean, at the moment, we're much more focused on growth and harnessing the strong points of the two companies.